What's up, Falcon fans? I just want to do a quick profile on KhaDarel Hodge, the wide receiver who is going to be our fourth wide receiver and going to be behind Drake London. And I'm just very curious on what he can do for this upcoming 2023 season with Desmond Ridder. So let's just go back in the past to see what he has already contributed with his NFL career. Hodge went undrafted back in 2018 when he went to college to Prairie View A&M, where he played for in 2015 through 2017. Now, he got his first shot with the Los Angeles Rams in 2018, and for an undrafted rookie is what you expect because there's two factors. First of all, the Rams during that time period, they were dominant. They were 13-3. They were the first in the NFC West, and that meant that they didn't really need to use Hodge's help because they were already doing so well with the offensive side of the ball because they had Todd Gurley, who ran for over 1,250 plus yardage, with 17 total touchdowns. And then you got to think about the wide receiving core they had as well. That includes Brandon Cooks, Robert Woodson, Josh Reynolds, and then the upcoming star Cooper Kupp. So clearly there was not a lot of room for him to be in that situation on the battlefield at that time period. Number two, the defense was playing so well, they were also scoring touchdowns. So a lot of the times, the offensive side of the ball didn't really need to go onto the battlefield. So that's also a huge plus factor why Hodge didn't really get to see a lot of playing time. In 2019 through 2020, Hodge found a brand new NFL home with the Cleveland Browns, where he got to play in 16 games in 2019, only got to start in one. In 2020, he got to play in 9 games and did not start at all that season, where he got less targeted in both of those seasons with under 20 targets, and only his majority of catches were 11 in 2020. So clearly he was not really beloved by his quarterback and Baker Mayfield, because Baker Mayfield had way more high profile wide receiver stars at that time period, like Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr., where they both went to the same college in LSU, where they had that great chemistry on the field, and when they both went to the same organization, they wanted to keep that same momentum with the Cleveland Browns. So that's why Baker Mayfield didn't really attend to any other wide receiver besides those two guys. In 2021, Hodge decided to go to his brand new third NFL team in the Detroit Lions, and there he could have had a good shot, but for some reason it just didn't pan out. Even though he played in all 16 games, he started in one, and he had a pedestrian season, including with the Detroit Lions at that time that were also pedestrian. I mean, no offense to them, but they got started off with their brand new head coach and Dan Campbell, who I absolutely love. I think he's a great head coach and has proven last season that he is capable of doing that. But before that, they went 3-13-1, finished last in the division, and the only two capable weapons that are not Lion fans that most people know are Amon St. Brown and Josh Reynolds. But out of those two, I was kind of confused because then again, I didn't watch a lot of Lion games, so I might not know what happened. But I thought Hodge would have a significant more playing time and a little bit more of catch ability because he was probably the third guy for that squad, but for some reason it just didn't work out. Maybe that's my mistake, and I have to watch those games, but as I see it as an outsider looking in, that's how I feel. So now when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons, he played in all 17 games, he got to start in one, and he had high careers in receiving yards and touchdowns. So that's fantastic on his part because he got more of an opportunity. Now, definitely got less targets from the previous year, but I felt like he benefited so much because of how Arthur Smith runs his offense when it came to ground and pound the ball first overall. That gave him a little bit more opportunities for the play action. That's what him and Marcus Mariota did, earlier in the season. But then, when he got benched, Desmond Ridder only got to, threw him the ball one time against the Arizona Cardinal game. But I do like what I saw with him and Marcus at that time. So hopefully this year that Desmond Ridder can definitely benefit from him, because remember, he is 6'2", and he's probably going to be more of the slot and maybe Well, definitely he'll probably line up in the left wide receiver 1 position on the outside, so definitely he did that as well. But also he's a really great special teams type of player, and if you check out my video on special team plays, he definitely made a lot of plays. And also please check out Falcon Productions highlight video on KhaDarel Hodge highlight video. It's really well put and definitely help him out get more subscribers. Just want to shout out to another Falcons content creator. I will definitely leave a link in the comment section below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Before we end this video, I still want to talk about what can I expect from him in 2023. So obviously back in 2022, he had to compete with, Demarius Byrd, Frank Darby, Drake London, and Olamide Zaccheaus. And since 2 out of the 5 wide receivers are gone, now he might have a competing chance to do a little bit more damage. But in 2023, we got a lot of new potential wide receivers competition, and Mac Hollins, we got from the Raiders, and then we got Penny Hart, who from Seattle, then we got Scotty Miller from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and then JJ Agawikeside, hopefully I said my boy's name right, he came from the Philadelphia Eagles, and a couple of other wide receivers that are also in the mix. So is it hard for him to compete? I don't think so. I think he already established what he can deliver, and he already has some type of chemistry with Desmond Ridder, where I think it would definitely show in the preseason and training camp. And I really do feel like since he got a great full-on year playing with the Atlanta Falcons offensive side of the ball, I think he has advantage over everybody else. Now, obviously, is he the most talented wide receiver? No, but he's not selfish either. So I feel like for him just being humbled and understanding the process and understanding where this Atlanta Falcons team is going, he's not going to be picky. He understands he will have assignments and will do the best in his ability to win those individual matchups as quickly as possible. Now, will he get over 500 receiving yards? No, but I feel like he will be in the best key position where he can make the most incredible and most important plays when he is called upon with his number. That's why I feel like he's gonna have a better season this year than last year. So on that note, if you guys like this type of content, hit that like button. If you guys hate this type of content, hit that dislike button. If you want to do a huge favor for your boy by hitting that subscribe button, it will help out with the empire tremendously. So on that note, what do Falcons do? Rise up. Until the next episode, show love and peace to the world, and peace.